This is part 10 of my 7.5-inch gauge Holmside Locomotive build and covers work completed in June 2025. June was a slower month on the Holmside build. I have visitors for the summer, so a lot of June was spent preparing for their arrival. I did make progress on the Holmside and completed another steam project too. At the end of May I had stripped the chassis down. The photo shows the frames on the bench. I took the opportunity to paint many of the parts with etch primer after removal from the chassis. This will protect them and prepare them for top coats later in the build. I took care to label the parts to ensure they are reinstalled on the chassis correctly. The frames were drilled 1/8 for the horn blocks. There were 105 holes in each frame to drill, so a lot of drilling. The photos show frame drilling in process. After drilling the holes, they were countersunk on the outside of the frames for flush riveting later. The edges of the frames and the buffer beams were drilled and then tapped for 40 TPI for the screws that will hold the running boards onto the frames. There were a total of 54 holes to drill and tap, which was a little tedious. I also drilled holes for the running board supports and pivots for the suspension levers. The right-hand photo shows the supports and pivots temporarily installed on the frames. The riveting process for the horn blocks went quite well. I used 2 rivet guns in the process. The first gun set the rivet. The second gun then flattened it to fill the countersunk holes I drilled earlier. Once riveted, I used a sanding wheel to remove excess rivet material and car body filler to fill any inclusions on the frames. After riveting was completed, both frames got a coat of etch primer to protect them and prepare them for top coat in a future stage of the build. The photo on the right shows the frames in their stands ready for the rebuild to commence. During the month of June, I renovated another marine steam plant as shown in the photos above. This was a good little project to complete, and I was pleased with the results. I'll put a link to the video series on this renovation in the description below. June 2025 was a slower month. I progressed the Holmside Locomotive to having its horn blocks installed and renovated another marine steam plant. There will be more updates on the Holmside build soon. Please like and subscribe to support my channel. Thank you.